time is That was Leon and Powell with Revival here on AM 930 The Light, Edmonton's Positive Talk. Our scripture for today is Psalm 23. Listen to what David says. This is actually the last verse of Psalm 23, verse number 6. He says, "Surely goodness and mercy and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." It all started off by David saying, "The Lord is my shepherd today." And then he just reminds himself and us today about the fact that goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. Years ago, when I first became a Christian, my first pastor was Ken Bunting, and he would often say in his sermons, "Yes, surely goodness and mercy are following me all the days of my life." And he likened it to this way. He says, "I'm driving down the road," and he says, "the angel of goodness is on one side and the angel of mercy is on the other side. And if I go over the speed limit," he says, "the angels just kind of float up there and they say, 'Now, Kenneth, slow down.'" And I never forgot about the fact that goodness and mercy will follow us all the days of our lives. Isn't it great to know that the mercy of God and the goodness of God are going to be with you every step of the way? Now, in one translation, it says, "Love will follow me all the days of my life." Isn't it? God is so good to us. He really, really is. In fact, it says in 1 John 4:8 that God is love. That means that wherever you go, whatever situation you find yourself in, wherever you may be today, you can know this, that the goodness of God, the mercy of God, and in this translation as well, the love of God is going to follow you throughout this day. And not only this day, but every day of your life. That's what David was saying. And then he said this, and because of that, he says, "I'm going to make a decision." What's my decision today? I am going to dwell in the house of the Lord forever. He says, "Lord, I just want to be in your presence. Wherever I am, I just want to be in your presence. I know that you're with me, but I'm going to choose today to be with you." Jesus said, "You abide in me, and my words abide in you. Ask what you will, and it will be given unto you." The marvelous thing about knowing the Lord is that we can have a time of prayer all the time. In fact, it tells us in the book of 1 Thessalonians to pray without ceasing. That means to be in an attitude of prayer. David had made a decision that he was going to be in an attitude of prayer all day long. That doesn't mean you need to pray all day long, but it does mean that you should be aware of God's presence every moment of the day, and understand that God is there no matter where you are, no matter what situation you find yourself, whatever circumstance, God is there. And goodness and mercy and love is going to follow you every day of your life as you make that decision to dwell in the house of the Lord forever. What a great promise from Psalm chapter 23. AM 930 The Light is Edmonton's Positive Talk.
Hi, I'm Pam Miller from Kids Cottage. Children are